Entrepreneur, political activist, and lobbyist, meet Sywert van Lienden, the visionary who left an indelible mark on the Dutch economy. Little did anyone anticipate that the very savior who came to the rescue of his country during the COVID-19 pandemic by distributing scarce masks would later become one of the most controversial figures in the history of the Netherlands. A scammer, fraud, and hypocrite. This is the story of a man who made 9 million euros by selling 40 million face masks through a non-profit organization. In the fateful year of 2020, as the grip of the global coronavirus pandemic took hold, the world found itself in the middle of an escalating crisis. It was in this critical moment that Sywert van Lienden harnessed the power of social media to shed light on the growing scarcity of essential face masks and medical supplies crucial for healthcare workers. The policy advisor of the municipality of Amsterdam was driven by a deep desire to support his community during the turbulent times of the pandemic. Sywert embarked on a noble mission. He initiated his non-profit organization, the Relief Goods Alliance, with the dedicated collaboration of two trusted associates, Bernd Dam and Camille van Gestel. Together, they carried out the procurement of vital face masks from factories in China with the generous assistance of various corporate partners and financiers. With the noble intention of aiding the government with face masks and other medical equipment in the midst of the pandemic, the Relief Goods Alliance soon rose to be the face of charity in the country. As the toll of COVID-related casualties continued to mount, Sywert made the resolute decision to temporarily set aside his other ventures, redirecting his undivided attention toward his non-profit. Growing up in a Catholic family as a middle child, Sywert had a strong foundation in charity. He spent his early years in Ermelo alongside his two sisters. His religious stance was carried forward as an adult, as he was a member of the Christian Democratic Appeal Party. Following primary school, he attended Municipal Gymnasium Johan van Oldenbarnevelt in Amersfoort. Interestingly, he didn't excel academically, having to repeat the first year and experiencing a challenging second year. Due to these difficulties, his mother transferred him to Christian College Grovenbeek in Ermelo, a school with a Christian and conservative environment. There too, he dropped out in 2007. This is when he got his first moment of fame on national television as leader of the protest against the 1,040-hour standard. This was the mandatory hours of school a student needed to complete each year. Later on, he became a columnist for Pauws magazine and NRC Next, and in 2017 he was a policy advisor and lobbyist employed by the municipality of Amsterdam. But his commitment to his faith and service to humanity was proven once again when Sywert made the shocking decision to pour all his time and energy into safeguarding the welfare of the Netherlands citizens. He did this by submitting his resignation to the municipality of Amsterdam, saying he wanted to focus solely on the Relief Goods Alliance in the short term and would be open to new projects somewhere down the line. With pure intentions to save people experiencing poverty, Sywert's service was appreciated worldwide. But all that appreciation came at a price. There was scrutiny and backlash about his organization, claiming that matters were not as black and white as they seemed. The organization repeatedly maintained just one claim in between all this noise: "We are not doing this for the money." However, the financial statements of the non-profit revealed a different tale. Despite their consistent claims of being a non-profit organization, a probing investigation uncovered a startling revelation that would forever alter the course of this narrative. The truth had been unveiled, leaving no room for ambiguity. It was confirmed that Van Lienden had established a private company engaged in the acquisition and sale of face masks to the Dutch government, ultimately generating a substantial profit. In the same month of May 2021, a mere year after being applauded as a worldwide benefactor and a national savior for distributing masks at no cost, the very hero who appeared to have saved his nation was unveiled as a perpetrator who had reaped profits by reselling these masks to the government. But how did he pull off a deception of such magnitude while managing to infiltrate the highest levels of government with such ease? The unfolding narrative, however, takes an even darker and more disturbing turn. According to De Volkskrant, Revelations came to light that Van Lienden and his associates made substantial profits through a business venture, while denying any allegations of financial gains from their non-profit organization. Compounding the issue was the alarming revelation that the acquisition of these masks had been advised against, citing an unacceptable health risk stemming from the presence of graphene in the face masks, further deepening the controversy. The adverse effects of graphene on the human body have always been a huge discussion in the scientific community. This was further solidified when the research proposed several deadly diseases, including lung damage. As the case underwent more extensive scrutiny, it became evident that Sywert's primary intention had never been to serve the public. According to the investigative journalism platform Follow the Money, Van Lienden personally accrued 9 million euros from the transaction, while his partners each garnered approximately 5 million euros. From the moment news of the scam surfaced in the public domain, the downfall of Sywert's reputation was set in motion. In a riveting twist of fate, the authorities reached out to apprehend Sywert and his two business comrades on February 28, 2022, swiftly following a pivotal declaration by the Public Prosecution Service. This landmark announcement marked the beginning of an intense criminal investigation into the intricate web of the Relief Goods Alliance's face mask deal, focusing on the actions of the trio at its center, just when the entire nation had come to a conclusion that Sywert was one of the most significant disgraces to befall their country. An astonishing twist emerged, rewriting the narrative entirely. Van Lienden confessed that he had never been motivated by the profits made by this scam, and instead, it was the VWS Health Ministry that was keen to strike a deal with a millionaire. He revealed he tried again and again to offer them a non-profit arrangement through Relief Goods Alliance, but they refused. In a world where the line between honesty and deceit blurs, Sywert's actions beg the question: was he truly honest in his intentions? The government's reluctance to support a charitable organization hints at the hidden motives of those in power, making one wonder: does the government truly work for the public? The government's unwavering endorsement of this venture raises intriguing questions. In April 2020, the newly formed nonprofit swiftly processed a substantial 100 million euros contract with the health ministry despite lacking any prior experience in the field. This lets you wonder, why did the government opt for this untested entity when established nonprofits with track records were available? Could it have been a commitment to support new organizations, or a shadow of suspicion taking shape over certain officials who might have had undisclosed dealings with Van Lienden? But there was a twist. Van Lienden was the one who aimed to turn a profit from these masks while maintaining the facade of a non-profit mission. Just 2 days after his non-profit successfully secured 100 million euros, Van Lienden established a private company under the same name of Relief Goods Alliance to manage the transaction. This move resulted in a substantial profit of 30 million euros before taxes for the 3 individuals involved. This revelation underscores their initial intent to deceive the public and profit from the deal from the outset. Despite his firm stance, Sywert maintained that he had no intention of profiting from the deal. As revealed by recordings acquired by the Volkskrant, Van Lienden disclosed during a Zoom call on April 12th that the ministry had mandated a commercial endeavor to adhere to competition regulations. He inquired if his colleagues were interested in embarking on a commercial adventure. He proposed 2 solutions. Either we stand by our initial proposal, which is a non-profit venture, which was his preference because that would be better for the Dutch healthcare. Or if the government wasn't ready for his suggestion, he planned to let them set the price. After that, his plan was to take the masks back to the Netherlands and make millions. On April 29th, 2022, a bombshell announcement was made on the face mask affair. The Public Prosecution Service wielded its authority to freeze the Dutch bank accounts of the central figures involved, amassing a staggering sum exceeding 11.5 million euros. But that was not it. The Relief Goods Alliance board was convicted of bigger crimes, including allegations of embezzlement. Fast forward to August of the same year, and this astonishing financial web expanded even further, encompassing a jaw-dropping 18 million euros, and the organization could not deceive the public any further. On April 13, 2023, the freshly appointed foundation board unleashed a startling revelation of their own. They boldly proclaimed their determination to recover a colossal sum of 21.5 million euros stemming from the face mask deal. Adding to the high-stakes drama, they set their sights on retrieving 350,000 euros in attorney fees, declared by none other than Van Lienden and his associates, Dam and Van Gestel. The intrigue surrounding this evolving web of secrets appeared limitless, leaving no shortage of surprises in its wake. As of October 2023, the Dutch state initiated legal proceedings against Relief Goods Alliance, marking a distinct civil case separate from the concurrent criminal investigation led by the Public Prosecution Service. While the case is underway, the investigation remains ongoing, and a definitive verdict is yet to be reached. What's even more disheartening than the transformation of a profit-driven business venture into a seemingly altruistic non-profit endeavor is the missed opportunity for other genuinely charitable organizations to fulfill this noble duty and truly benefit the public. While Van Lienden contends that this business deal was a directive from the healthcare ministry, the line between truth and a facade to maintain innocence remains unclear. Only time will unveil the reality of this intricate web of deception. I don't have personal opinions or beliefs, but I can provide an objective perspective. Regarding the case, it's crucial to rely on evidence, investigations, and legal proceedings to determine the veracity of Van Lienden's statements. The truth will ultimately be revealed through due process. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications bell to stay updated on this ongoing matter. See you in the next one.